And thank you for joining us for another episode of Iron Panther Presents. Get your Kleenex ready because we shall be discussing Paradise, season 2, episode 4. And I gotta say, I not cried not just once, but twice. I actually cried harder the second time I watched Andy go. I was like, no, Andy, no. But anyway, we're gonna talk about it. Where are we going? Things move really quickly. I'm impressed. I'm impressed that people getting from point A to point B in a very timely manner. But anyway, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. If you like on the video and comment on the video and share the video, let's join the intro. Let's get to it. Wait, I got to do it now. Wait. This is gonna be funny. Wait. You ready? I got to do it.
This is awesome. This is awesome. This is amazing. I love it.
It was psychological. It was emotional.
Extremely entertaining.
But as always, as we try to say here, as we said, if you are new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. And as we talk about this video, please like on the video and comment on the video, and we will get back to you as soon as possible. All right, we say goodbye to a character that we just met, but we do have the future of a little one, and it was well written and acted. I gotta say, but anyway, Kim, please start us off. What did you think of the episode?
I loved it. I cried a lot. It was really well acted. Like Sterling K. Brown. He's got to have some more awards for this, because he's phenomenal. And I think, what's her name? Shayla
Woodley, I think Woodley.
Yeah,
Shayla
Annie?
Wood.
Yeah, Annie. Oh my gosh, she did an awesome job. She really did. I loved her. Well, she's only been in 2 episodes, right? But it's, to me, it's like she's been there. That's how great her acting is. I feel like she's been, part of the show
like day
the
one.
entire time, right? Season 1, because of the way she acted. So I think she needs awards too, as many as they can give her, because she did a really good job. And that whole scene when she was passing away, oh my God, that got me so much. I had to turn it off. I had to sit there for a second, pull myself together. You what? You don't know what I'm talking
about? No, I'm reading the comment. I'm trying to put this two things. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm listening.
That part was so God. Just the way her body was shaking. Like, to me, it felt like she was feeling her organs shutting down, right? Just the way she acted it. I felt it. I was like, I can feel it. And she's shaking and shaking and shaking. And he's just holding her. And the tears, and beautiful. I love this entire episode. I thought it was wonderful. And I love that the promise he made to her, he's going to keep that promise. But later on, I got a question for you guys, because some other people that recap this, they have an idea they believe of what's going on as far as like Link and them
Xavier?
Showing. And Xavier,
the visions, how they're seeing each other, because they're seeing each other, but like this is some kind of future vision, because this didn't happen yet, and I want to say it was DeMarcus, but no, but somebody said in the chat last week, he said it wasn't DeMarcus. Someone said the word on the street is there's some time travel stuff going on.
That's it. That's what I was going to ask you guys about, because my older son, he said if it's time travel, he said he's done with the show. He's like, forget it.
I'm right there.
What's up, Chris?
I'm right there.
Okay.
Yo, if he says we gotta go 88
I'm gonna say
miles
this.
an hour, I'm gonna be like, I'm out.
I'm gonna say this. I loved the episode until that. I'm with you. The whole thing with Andy, I don't know why they couldn't just keep it with the whole Andy thing. You know what I mean? Because that was good. And that kind of messed me up, because Homeboy was teaching her about swaddles and stuff. He did the whole swaddle thing. It's like you think you're doing it tight, but I guarantee you it's not tight enough. And so she's like learning about swaddles just for her to go. I was like, the fuck no. Like, what the hell? How you gonna do that? How she learned this and she's not gonna be able to see it? No. Like, that's fucked up. Like, that's that ain't right. You know what I mean? So yeah, and then and he's kind of teaching her about like trusting people. You got to learn to trust, not, what I mean? There's joy in the world and all this other stuff. So no, I really did like that. I don't know. My eyes did become a little bit less dry. watching it. So you know, so I was
allergies. I don't know.
it was a little less dry.
Allergies, cold, maybe. Okay.
Something like that.
Yeah.
The weather changed, daylight savings, all that stuff. So you know, but yeah, so yeah, no, that was, you know, I kind of it kind of, but then I kind of remember what we said in the previous episode with Shailene Woodley, and just kind of say, hey, she usually don't do shows like this, shows or movies like this. And then I was like, oh, and then when I saw she was going, I was like, oh, well, maybe I guess she was like, well, I'll do 2 episodes and I'm out. Because you know, because I was like, she don't do shows like this. She don't usually try to get involved in big time shows and stuff like that. Usually she'll do like a little bit of something and then move on to something. So that's
she was in Pretty Little Liars, remember? I mean, not Pretty Little Liars. I'm sorry, Big Little Lies.
Big Little Lies. Oh, is that the one with Nicole Kidman? Oh yes. The limited. Yeah. I forgot about that. You're right. Yeah,
and she was good in that too. She was good. She was the youngest one in it.
Yeah. No, okay, touche. Okay, yeah, you got it. Yeah. Yeah, no, so I did kind of think about that though, but no, I thought that was all good, and then all of a sudden when he started talking about something like, I'm having visions I'm like, visions, like what were we talking about? Something visions, like.
Oh. Let's focus on the baby. Let's focus on the positive.
Okay, the baby. So the baby. Did we know? Did they give the
baby don't have a name?
Baby's name
don't have a name.
By chance?
I feel like it's happening. I feel like it's happening. I feel like it's happening.
It's gonna be Hope, or it's gonna be Lisa Marie. It's gonna be Lisa Marie or Hope. It's gonna be one of the two.
Hey, you know what?
That makes sense.
I'm telling you. You know.
Yeah.
Good evening, everybody. Why did that white woman have that baby? Because
women have babies. What?
Great episode. Very emotional.
What does it have to do with her being white?
Let me guess.
Why that white baby?
Why that white woman have that baby? It's giving me Book of Eli.
I haven't seen that movie so long. I gotta rewatch that movie.
Yo, that was real. He's like, he was charged. But he was carrying the Bible in his head or some shit.
But the parallel, the baby with that, her giving birth, and then the other lady, the firstborn baby in the bunker. I thought that was a big deal because you saw what people have with technology. We're having state-of-the-art technology and people who don't have that and whatnot. And the irony is, I thought it was going to be homegirl in the bunker that was going to be the one that something bad
lost it.
And then they did a huge switcheroo for me. Because the way that was set up, I was like, "Oh, she's gonna go, or something's gonna happen to that baby."
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Yeah. And then no, it was a whole one. I was like,
it was over around
her.
Yeah,
like wait, no way. Like when they said that.
Well, wait a minute. Sinatra is holding that baby.
Oh yeah. So, and that's what I'm about to say. Is anyone else scared for that damn baby?
So
Sinatra.
Me. So
wait a minute. Sinatra hold the baby? No, give me my baby back, please. Please give me my baby back.
Now wait, this was 3 years ago. So I too felt the same way.
He was evil then too.
No, but my point is, I thought we're gonna present day. She had a daughter. She has a daughter, and she has a little boy that she's taking care of because someone died, and it's a tragedy, and she wanted to adopt that kid, and then it was going to be Calvin.
Tragedy.
It was good. To your point, it was going to be Calvin, and she was going to be like, I'm the best mama here. But anyway, so that's what I thought. But I'm glad we're all the same sheet of music. I was like, oh, this woman ain't gonna make it. Like she gonna have an accident and be like, I need to replace my son. That's how I thought that was gonna go. But I thought the same thing. But I want to do Annie first. I want to do Annie first real quick. Again, Xavier has no Braille Smith. How's he gonna feed this baby? That's obviously gonna save the world. Hey, he is Link. Let's take it to the next level. Let's take it to the next level. He is Link. He time travels and then becomes his own daddy in some kind of Terminator shit. Like let's get real crazy with it. But anyway, no. On a serious note, I loved it. I was in the bed crying when I first watched it. I was watching today, started crying again, and I knew it was gonna happen. And I'm like, that's good writing. Like you got to give it to the writing that they were able to make a character that we saw for maybe 30 minutes feel this much to us. Like, and I was like, and like you said, I felt like she was there from day one, and I was like, I didn't want her to go, right? But I gotta say, I felt the same way about Billy. I was like, I love like his whole backstory. I was like, Billy needs to go to distance, and then like he gets wiped out pretty quickly. So that's what they're doing with these shows. But Billy's back in flashbacks, and that so he's not really gone. So there's other parts of the story to tell. And I hope somehow they do that with her. But I don't know how that works. But maybe he's big on flashbacks. Dan will do some flashbacks. So maybe somehow we'll get some flashbacks to her. And Kim, you and I talked about this. I said if it's going to be a girl, they were going to name her Gail, and that didn't happen.
Yeah.
And I was like, and I say that to say, I'm like, her backstory, as much as her backstory was compelling, it meant nothing in the end. In the end, no one knew about her mom. She was a caregiver. As I see Annie, she's a caregiver. She took care of her mom with no hesitation. She, at least as we saw it, she became a doctor to take care of people. She took care of the guy while she was in medical school because he wasn't getting his shit. When the world was crashing down, she took Gail with no hesitation, saved her and saved Gail, and took care of Gail. Then she went out there pregnant, rode out into the night looking for her man, found a stranger, took care of him with no hesitation, rode him back, and now she has a baby.
And how
she's
did
like,
she get him up on the horse, people?
We gotta let that shit slide. We gotta let all that shit slide.
Attachment to the horse.
The same way.
There's no way.
The same way Xavier is feeding that baby with no baby formula or breast milk for at least a week and a half.
Yeah, I don't.
We gotta let some
maybe someone has some carnation milk, because if you
just
use carnation milk and
there's
put water
probably
in
like
it, you good.
like some abandoned stores or whatnot.
Why would grown people way above childbearing age just say, let's get some Similac just cause? That doesn't make sense.
No. What I just said was you can get carnation milk, you can use powdered milk.
All right.
Right? And you put water in it and you extend it, and that's where the baby can get the milk from, the nutrients. It's not always
we sometimes do
milk.
that. Yeah,
you can do that.
Sometimes Altrina can't produce, and guess what? We just we take some of that Gentle-Ease, and then you put the powder in and mix it up with water, and Julian, he takes that. So I mean, to your point, David, I don't know. Maybe we'll see, him going to see like an abandoned store or something. Because think about it. You think about like people getting like an apocalypse. What are they gonna get in an apocalypse? They're gonna probably try to get weapons. They're gonna try to get like the essentials and food.
Yeah,
they're not gonna necessarily get baby powder. So he might find an abundance of that. You know what I mean? So
I mean, I'm again, like, I'm trying to let reality not sink into a little bit to say he's just magically gonna do it. But I guess I'm saying they portrayed her as this scared woman who Xavier helped not be scared and that type of thing. And I'm like, that's not how I see her. That's what I'm saying. Like, when she expressed fear, it was realistic. Like, I'm alone in this place after Gail died. It's the apocalypse. People are killing. I saw that, right? You don't trust strangers who show up to your house and break into your place. Like, that doesn't make sense. Like, her, like, why are we leaving safety to go out there? These are logical things. Like, she wasn't overly scared. So I like, her caregiving part I never saw. And it just I'm like, she should have been acknowledged for that. And then even in the end, she was like, I found a caregiver. You, Xavier, are clearly a caregiver, right? You take care of me. I trust you with this holy charge to take care of my baby. And I wanted her to say that. I wanted her to be like, when I thought about having a child, it wasn't because I was scared of taking care of a child, because I've taken care of plenty of people. I didn't want my child to have to take care of me because I'm sick, just like my mom, which is why she dropped out of medical school. She's like, I know what it's like to have to take care of a parent. And I didn't want my child to have to go through that. And am I going to be capable?
I thought she dropped out I thought she dropped out is because her anxiety, when she was trying to actually assist a patient, her anxiety took over, and she could not get through it because she's got this anxiety that is just overwhelming, and she has mental illness like her mom. Like, anxiety is a mental illness, and it took over her, and she knew she couldn't continue her career that way. Like, she was telling the person the right things to do, but she didn't have the confidence in what she was saying, even though what she was saying was the right thing. You can't be a medical person and not have confidence in yourself. And then also the anxiety. Remember, she was like plucking her fingers, and they were bleeding.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, no, I took that again. I took it as her mom's. It's inherited. Whatever mental illness she was having, she saw that she has it, and she was going to have it. And remembering what her mom went through. That's what I'm saying. Right. So it was. I mean, I think she was confident in her medical issue. I mean, she was teaching the other guy, but I think she was like, "I'm going to be sick." And anyway, I'm saying her caregiving never came out. No one knows but what she did and how she did. It's my point. Like I think they did her a little bit of a disservice in that. I
think because she took care of him. She did. She nursed him back to health. That's her caregiving. That showed us that she had that in her.
It's not about us. We saw her from the beginning. I'm saying as she's telling her story. I'm saying as she's telling her story again. It's like they framed it as again. She took care of him, yes, and he's like, I thank you for that. But it's like I'm teaching you how to be brave and see people, and I didn't see fear in her. There was no fear.
You didn't see fear?
When she was taking care of herself and Gail and her mom, there was no fear in that. When those men showed up to her door, anybody would be scared. Anybody with some sense would be like, I'm not letting you in my house as you're breaking.
But guess what? She still didn't go with him. I guess the point, and what you're saying is true in the sense of how a lot of people will go, especially if you watch Walking Dead. Okay. And same thing if you're walking across that street with that wagon going by, that makeshift wagon, but what he said is true too, saying like, yo, like every once in a while, like, yes, like there's darkness, but there's also light, and occasionally you do got to start trusting people, you know what I mean? And then she said, yo, even before the apocalypse, I just didn't trust people even beforehand, you know what I mean? So I think I think like we kind of saw her kind of opening up a little bit because of him, you know what I mean? She didn't even think that like he would really be able to even bring those people from the other town over to help. You know what I mean? She's like, no, not those people. Those people like are going to kill you. You know what I mean? And to everyone's surprise, probably even to the viewer's surprise, they came in to help. You know, I'm thinking like, I was thinking, here it goes. Like the other week with Link, it wasn't Negan. Now we're gonna get Negan. I was like, no Negan this time either.
Well, okay. I mean, I know we are taking to the Negan level. Like Governor would be like dude, we get to that. But anyway, real quick, to get pregnant during an apocalypse is dumb. Rhythm method, rubber glove. I get you. I mean, so even getting pregnant, I hear you. But it's a TV show. We gotta get from point. Yeah, Xavier going to the WIC office. I was thinking, I like that one. I like that one. Right? Like Mel from the pits. I was like, I love the pits.
The Pit's amazing.
It's awesome. Like I do want to do season 2 when it's over, because that's something you gotta kind of. She was very introverted. She didn't want to speak, but like okay, I'm sorry. Yeah. I just disagree with the fear part. I do. Like again, the wagon made sense. Yeah. Xavier didn't make sense. He's the one that was acting ridiculous because for one, he just got stabbed. Like, I don't know, about 3 weeks ago, by some random dude chasing down some kids, right? We saw him that in Paradise, he was like, President, you can't go into an OR because something might happen to you. You think the doctors are not going to help deliver Lucia's baby because they're going to stab me? Like, he was paranoid then, and that made sense. But now he's walking into this world like, hi, guys, how are you? Like, what the fuck are you doing? You don't know them. They got 3 weapons. They got 3 armed people on that wagon, and you are one person with a pregnant woman and 1 weapon. He was acting ridiculous. And then
but David, he had to take that chance though.
Yeah.
That's what he was trying to show. Yeah, he did. Because you need help sometimes, right? Yeah. Don't get me wrong. I'm Miss Paranoid, okay? I'm from New York. Paranoia happens to me every day, right? I live alone. I'm paranoid. But at the end of the day, if that paranoia sometimes has to take a back seat, because you have to put your fear aside sometime and try and see whether you can trust these people. He is a trained military man. If those people would come after him, he'd do everything he could to fight them, right?
Yeah.
But he knew that he needed help. He knew he needed help, and that's why he took the chance. She didn't want to take the chance because she can't fight like him. She's, I mean, she doesn't have his background. So that makes sense.
She didn't even want to go with Link when Link said, "Hey, look, we got a colony, like a colony that's safe," and she was still like, "No." Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, she didn't even want to keep her job in the medical thing. Like, yes, I know she had trauma and whatnot, but she didn't even want to stay there. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of people, people have trauma and they still, do things that they feel like, if they're really good at it. So a lot of times they kind of stick with it. You know what I mean? But, so it's not that she was necessarily being unrational about it, but it's just same time, she just didn't want to take the leap. She didn't want to take the leap going with Link and crew. You know what I mean? Even when she found out that maybe they are trustworthy, she still became untrustworthy at the end, with them, you know what I mean? And what's to come. And then so she let them go, and as we saw, they were okay. And, and they, in fact, did have a colony and they're now at the bunker, so yeah, that doesn't mean what she's doing is like she's crazy for that. You know what I mean? It's all rational feelings. But at the same time, yeah, she was like fearful, a lot, you know what I mean? And I get it. She's by herself, a single woman who's now pregnant and whatnot.
All these men?
Yeah.
All these
men. She saw the fire thing happen and whatnot. I get it, you know what I mean? But same time, she just also didn't take a chance either. And she was planning on staying in Graceland for the rest of her days. Like didn't even want to venture out to the Waffle House. Like she didn't even want to do that. You know what I mean? So yeah, I mean, so.
When they first engaged the people on the wagon, there was no need for help, right? Like he was trying to make a point. He was trying to make a point that you can trust people, and he was wrong because that could have went very. Now when she is trying to baby, he needs help. I understand. He's like, I can't do this by myself, and I understand that part. First time, he was wrong because fast forward in the same time frame when he gets to Atlanta, all of a sudden with a baby, he immediately pulls out his gun and is threatening a guy who's like, "Hey, you showing up to my house for one," but he's like, "Hey, how's it going? Where's my wife? How do you know?" Like he's all like, "You are at 10 right now, buddy. What happened to hi? How are you? Could you help me find?" Like that's not like you're full of shit. You're full of shit when that was not even a threat. He had no weapon, unlike the other family. So I'm like, what happened to this whole, "Hey, how you doing? Let's trust people and see what happens." Like I'm like, you're full of shit.
That's two different tasks. See, at that point, so he's at this area where literally the radio broadcast was. He don't see his wife. Yeah, at that point, yeah, you can walk and chew gum at the same time. I can like at one moment see someone and be cool with, like, I can have my boss who I hate right there, and then all of a sudden I have the cleaning crew right there who I'm really chill with. I'm like, "Hey, what's up, man?" At the same time, I see them like, "Yo, fuck up my way." You know what I mean? But two things can still happen. You know what I mean? It wasn't that like literally at that moment he realized, like, look, I had some kids help me out, you know what I mean? And some dude was trying to stalk these kids or whatever, but these kids at the end, they helped me out. They robbed my ass. At the same time, they also didn't hurt me, and they also left a picture of me and my kids. You know what I mean? So you know what I mean? So so people aren't just all bad, So I think that was a different circumstance, because at that point, he had one mission, after because the death settled and it was gone. And at that moment, he was like, "I'm now here. I'm at my final destination. Where the fuck is my wife?" Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean?
It was inconsistent, and you're not gonna change my mind on that one. But I get we disagree. Xavier also came from a community. She's been alone for a while and suffered loss. And I'm like, none of this is we saw it. Yeah. Okay, but like, this is not related to be like, I've lost too many things. And maybe she sees herself again. She's mentally ill and she knows she is. And she's like, one day I'm going to be a burden. I'm going to be a burden just like, and they didn't explain it. They didn't explain why
she told Link that. She told Link right before they were making love. She's like, "I'm tired of being alone. I've been alone." Like, you know what I mean? So she opened herself greatly to Link, you know what I mean? Right before they got intimate. So again, it's not like she took everything to her grave. You know what I mean?
She actually did, because she didn't even talk. I lost my mom. I was alone. I lost Gail. I was alone. She actually did. Like you were.
She told Link all this, did she?
She did not tell her about Gail. Like she did not.
Oh, Gail.
Or her mom. She did not. She did not tell him that she had to take care of him. Why? I mean, like I'm mentally ill. Like she's gone through some shit, and no, she didn't tell him that or anybody else. So I'm like, she's seen as a loner, and she's crazy, and I'm like, there's loss there. Like I am.
No, I'm not saying she's crazy. No, I never said she was crazy.
No. She is mentally ill.
I thought you were saying that. I was saying that she was crazy.
No, I'm saying, but it's like she's perceived as this kind of thing, and I'm like, yes, Nikki.
No, I don't think that was the point of the writers were trying to do. I think literally, I don't think it's fair. I don't think they're not trying to. I don't think they gave her a bad ending. I think with anything, the whole point of like when you give someone a backstory, right? And you give like the whole thing, like it's really just to show like why they are the way they are. You know what I mean? And a lot of times it's for writers to just be like to have you sympathize with that person. So then at the end, if you have like, I don't know, like Avengers Endgame, you know, or Infinity Wars, when all of a sudden turn to dust, you're like, no, Peter Parker, I get it. Like you lost your uncle and all that. You know what I mean? Like it's not. I don't think it's not necessarily just to be like, well, damn, you didn't tell. You know what I mean? It's more for us, the viewers. You know what I mean? For us, because if you can imagine, if they didn't put any to that point, if they did not even put anything about her mother, right, the mother in it, or her dropping out of med school or anything like that, or even not even having Gail in it, I don't think it would even hit us as a viewer that hard as far as her like kind of just be like her just dying. You know what I mean? If we just introduced her to this girl, Annie, to like working at Graceland, you know what I mean? And she's doing these little tours and she does her crazy look, all shook up joke or whatever. And then all of a sudden it just shows her defend herself in Graceland and then her dying after she gets pregnant. I don't think it would have hit us as hard as us knowing like the struggle that you know, that she went through for us to kind of feel connected to her. You see what I'm saying? I think that was really the point of it, but I guess you want that legacy to kind of be passed on. I think you're saying.
Again, we're not gonna. I just backstory drives you, like let's say at some point, and parenting. He was trying to explain. Again, I see it as he was trying to explain as he saw it. A single person about to be a parent, right? And he's like, let me tell you the joy of like what, and that's true. Like, there's many things to look forward to, right? There's another side to that, and she knows that other side of like sometimes that child has have to take care of the parents. And maybe that's why she was looking. I don't know. We don't know why what she thought about being pregnant. We don't. I don't know if she was looking forward to it, if she was scared about it. We don't know. We don't know why she didn't go with Link. None of this is really explained. We're just sitting there having to guess. And maybe that's just what it is, and we just got to move forward. I mean, that's all I'm saying. But it's fine. I mean, either way, it was a great character, and I loved it. The parallel of the births, I thought that was a great story, and I loved how Xavier thought of Cal when he was trying to encourage people. As much as he thought of his own parent situation or his dad, he thought of Cal. He's like, Cal did it. You know, like he helped her with this story. And I thought that was awesome. I thought it was like that he remembered him in a fond way. I thought. But Kim, thought?
Yeah, I thought it was nice. I thought it was the parallel between no medical and medical, and then them both having baby. One is natural birth and one is C-section. I mean, I thought all of that, but at the end of the day, it's about the birth of the babies. So I thought that was awesome, the way that they did it. And also just the way that Cal was very loving and caring. And he was talking about his own son and just made her feel comfortable. And that's what he was trying to do. And that's what all the people were trying to do with Annie having her baby. Because she was having that baby natural. It was rough.
No epidural, nothing.
Whoa. Hold that thought when you watch. If you watch Gangs of London, season 3, episode 5, like
with the homegirl,
that you've never seen anything like that. Oh my god,
well, that Human Centipede Part 2. Human Centipede, I think, kind of rivals that.
But I mean,
it was
like I feel like
oh, I saw Human Centipede. That was horrible.
No, I mean,
sorry, I'm sorry.
don't
I just
like,
traumatized you with that scene, that little
like,
birth scene.
You talking about hard
That's a
birth?
horrible. Oh, it was horrible. Okay.
Watch Kim. Please watch that episode. As someone who, I mean, I've never even tried. Watch. You will be like, what in the like? It was impressive. Like I was like, this is. I've never seen the guy. Was too clean in my opinion. What's going on with him? Where is Terry? Seriously? Oh, you're talking about the guy that she met, the Terry's partner. I mean, well, they all look kind of clean for a post-apocalyptic world, to be honest to me. But but this, I don't think Dan Fogelman is gonna take it to the levels that we've seen in other shows. Clearly, and so I think she probably got kidnapped by somebody, and Xavier's gonna have to go, John Wick and get his wife back, and that'll happen in about 10 minutes, and then they'll be back at Grace, back at Paradise, by the end of the next episode. They're moving quickly. Like I give them credit that things are moving, because like Link and crew made it to Paradise already and knocking on the door. That would have been a season finale move in most other shows. So I was like, they're like, we gotta, and Xavier made it to Atlanta. So I thought that was pretty cool. So anyway,
well, I guess it was months later. If you think about it, I guess that makes sense, because when he impregnated her, like, you know what I mean? They were in Memphis, and then
it's been
Colorado. Yeah. So like 9 months, a little more than 9 months, maybe. Yeah.
But I mean, but like this way shows are paced. Like,
right. No, you're right. You're right.
That's a major moment, right?
Yeah.
And I thought that was cool. Anyway, I want to do Sinatra. I want to do Sinatra because I love the idea that she got over her own trauma of losing her son, that she was able to go and see Lucia's birth, and it touched her. And then for her again to come visit and hold the baby. And this is why I texted the crew and I was like, she turned into General Zod. Like that's what I saw when she's holding this little boy 3 years ago. Okay, before she murdered half the crew, and she's like, "You're gonna see the sun. You're gonna see the stars. I promise you. I got a plan." And I feel like that they wanted us to sympathize with that, and then be like, everything she does, no matter how violent or how cruel, is for the greater good of my people.
Like, I wonder how many viewers actually thought that, because like Kim, I was just terrified when I didn't even look. It was hard because who it was. I was terrified greatly when she was like, I just knew she was going to, I was like, oh, she's going to steal that baby. Like, I did not look at her as like sympathetic. I looked at her as like, when is she going to like kill the mother and just run off with the kid? Like, I don't know, David. That might have been their intent. Unfortunately, what they did with the first season kind of ruins that. With her. I think.
Okay. So I know too. Much like when you thought Link was going to go a whole different direction, with Annie. I know when she was like all by herself, right? I know 100%. Hi, mother, all alone. I'm here all alone.
Late at night.
I have people killed on a regular basis. Yeah. Oh, you got a baby? I wish I had a son.
This baby needs a breath mint. Ooh, like.
Right. No.
No.
Hey, Jane.
No, see, when what got me is maybe I'm too paranoid, because I didn't even trust the people in the hospital with my kids. Like, they kept saying to me, oh, we got to take the kids back to the nursery. I would stretch my eyes just to stay awake. Like, one of my kids was born in Greater Southeast Hospital, okay? And at that time, when he was born, 1991, they were stealing babies. Crackheads were stealing babies out the nurseries. Okay? This was happening. It was happening in D.C. mostly, like General Hospital, D.C., that one. And I was terrified. I was like, someone's going to take my son. And I would stretch my eyes and I would hold on to his bassinet because I was terrified. Yeah. So if I didn't even want a nurse to come and get my baby, to take him back to the nursery, there's no way in the world I want this person, Sinatra, to come. Oh, I need to go to sleep. I need to go. Where's your husband? Where's your husband? Where's somebody else?
Her husband's dead. He was one of the staff.
I don't care. She need to, no, not her. Of all the people, not her. No, I wouldn't never let Sinatra hold my daggone baby. Mm-mm.
Well, to your point of what we see versus everybody else sees, like she don't know what she's going to do in the future. And she did had businessman killed. So for her perspective, this is the woman that saved my life, because I'm down here in paradise and I could have been killed upstairs.
Yeah.
So
from her perspective, it made sense.
From her perspective. Yeah. So she's like, but I mean, never had a child, I would be scared shitless. But again, if you've been by yourself for I don't know how long, taking care of this baby, any kind of assistance, you probably would be like, you probably feel safe and be like, that's what I thought.
I mean, you're not gonna just be like, it's like no man. It's like I'm not gonna have if it ain't my husband, I'm not gonna have a man in the delivery room. It's like, all right, by the way, this man is the president of the United States. You ain't gonna be like, no. I mean, some people probably still would say no. I'm about to say depending on where you voted. You know what I mean? But it's like I didn't like, you know what I mean? But like, you got the president of the United States.
No, the president but he needs to be back here somewhere. He don't need to be down here, down there.
Oh yeah, looking at the situation.
Yeah, he don't need to be looking at the coup cat. Okay?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, but it was again working to his strengths. Like he was like, hey, I'm here to support you. Like I just want to be that voice. And again, it's awesome how they re-injected a character that's already dead. And make him relevant, so many times, right? Yeah. Like and that's Dan Fogelman. I mean, just like he did with This Is Us. I mean, like it's like no character is gone until the show is over. Like we can see all these characters again. Does anyone else think the kid was a part of the imagination? I guess the visions. Like somehow the kid is connected to the visions.
Which kid we talking about?
So Annie, Link's daughter. Do you think
like that not real? The baby's not real?
No, like maybe with the whole time travel dimension thing, like maybe somehow it's a bridge because now Xavier has the child. I mean, he was having the visions before then, but maybe if she doesn't have a name for the record, and Link for some reason his name it cannot be named, so somehow this is going to be a big reveal when it all comes together. I'm paying attention to the name Calvin because you know how this show does. You'll be like, who's this Calvin kid? He's only supposed to be 3, but maybe he's older. Maybe he time traveled. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? The first time on live with y'all. I love Paradise. Well, thank you for joining us. We also love Paradise. I didn't have no sympathy for Sinatra. I was scared for the baby too. That lady is ruthless. I can't see anything positive in her. So you got to take a big step back and look at the bigger picture, which is what she's trying to do. She's like, if killing 3 or 4 people saves hundreds, maybe thousands of people, that's what she's going to do. And I think a lot of people certain people in that kind of position would be that way. Like it's not personal. It's for an objective. And you're standing between us and salvation as she sees it. Like she wants this boy to see the light. Like it makes it more personal, I think, and especially for her son being gone.
It did make it personal. Her whole speech was very personal, and I thought it was a kind and sweet thing that she said. Her little speech. I still don't trust her though. It's just have you ever walked into a room or even into a business and got like a feeling, like you know what I'm saying? Like you can see a dude here, a woman here, or something like that, and you just have a feeling like there's something wrong with one of these people. You know what I mean? Like one of these people's about to shoot up the joint, and you walk out. Seriously, I mean, it happens sometimes where you just feel something about people, and for me, Sinatra would be that person. That I'd be like, you know what? Let me just walk this way because I don't want her near my baby.
I don't know. Yeah. It'd be Jane for me. She's just too always crying and this looks too soft. Like she get that throat, and that's why that's what's great because you be worried about Sinatra and Jane be like,
exactly, like slitting throats. Yeah,
you see that bitch coming. Y'all, we don't know what happened to the child or Lucia. She sent Billy to take care of the scientist a month after he was born. And with that, thank you for the time. So maybe again, that was part of the process. She's like, I have to keep these people down here because I know how long, the cycle go. We still don't know where that scientist is at. I say it one more time. Where is the scientist that predicted all this shit? And why have we not seen him? Like, it's weird.
Oh, you're talking about the guy with the black curly hair, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think he's on the surface world. He might be where Terry is, perhaps, maybe.
That would be wild. That would be great to kind of tie that together. But like he would be top on my board of directors to be like, we need to know what else, especially since this is a phased thing, you know what I'm saying? And at some point she's following his blueprint of what's going to happen and when it's going to happen. Because
if she was smart, I would have taken him as one of the people in Paradise, wouldn't you?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Why would he be in Atlanta?
Well, he could have been on a train and not listen. I don't make sense why he would follow his own advice, but he could have been like Terry and Harvey.
Someone like that, though, someone not like that would probably be so against whatever conspiratorial bunker that they have. I am not shocked. Like, something tells me that maybe he was invited and he was like, no, I'll take my chances up there. Like as if like some of those cool kids or whatever, man, they're like, yo, I know up there could be possibly certain death or whatnot, but down there, I know I will absolutely die down whatever bunker that y'all probably have me in. You know what I mean? I have a feeling, looking at how he was in the first season, I don't see him. I see them offering him a place in a bunker. I just do not see him with that crazy Albert Einstein type hair out there. I don't see him wanting to taking that offer. People like that don't take that offer. People don't trust folks like that. You know what I mean? They don't trust the government. He definitely don't trust the government or the federal government. He doesn't. Yeah. And he made it clear that he made it clear that he absolutely didn't believe them either. So yeah, I don't. Yeah, he's absolutely on the surface world. Unless they kidnapped him, they could have kidnapped him, but that's the only way he would be down in that bunker. He's not there willingly.
This is a character that needs to be addressed either way. Like, if we get some kind of flashback of him not accepting the offer, or they kidnapped him, or maybe he died, like, we need to know what happened to him. Like, he's an important piece, and again, he still has more prophecies apparently that need to be like foretold to keep on. Maybe I'm sure season 3 they're gonna extend that conversation even more, and now there's a phase 3 to this thing that we don't know about. I was scared for the baby. The whole scene with Sinatra was holding.
See, David. I think you might be the only one that was.
I said I was scared until I heard her speak. I said the same thing. I thought she was going to take that baby, bro. I thought she was going to kill that woman to take her baby. I said it, but I was like, okay, this is 3 years ago. So then she was having a baby now. I'm trying to figure. We see her now. Where's the son? Okay, if she did it, where's the son? Like, that's what I was thinking. And again, the speech was for us to be like, oh, like she has a plan, but why is she doing it? It's anyway. Saying I didn't want anybody touching or talking to my baby right after giving birth.
Yeah, I tell you. So I have a question about, remember the guy who became the president after Calvin, right?
Yes.
The one that got killed.
Yes.
So
was he a vice president?
He was a vice president. Yeah. Remember he was saying something about Sinatra stealing power.
Yes.
Like So what do you guys think that is? Do you think that power is maybe a supercomputer named Alex? Because that whole Alex thing was last episode, right? So do you think it's a supercomputer that maybe Sinatra is getting together, and maybe that, you know what I'm saying? Like, what is it that she's sucking the power with? Is she keeping someone on life support? Like maybe her daughter, like what is going on there?
Well, we talked about last week. So my theory is that Alex is the technology that she stole from that guy after it is in the basement. I believe it's some kind of probably some AI shit or something, but it's something that's going to help with the second phase, whatever that is. And she needs it ready before that second phase starts.
Right.
But Link knows what it is and what it can do. And I think
he wants to kill it.
Yes, that's what he says. I want to kill. We need to kill Alex. He think if it gets unleashed, if it gets started before the right time, it's going to destroy the Earth instead of save it. I think that's what he's trying to do. He's trying, but somehow he knows it's already there, which I need to know why he knows it's already there.
Because I think that his father, his mother's name was Alex.
Again, not
the father? Huh?
Not their kid. That wasn't their kid. That wasn't their kid. Like he was a mentee. Like he said, we don't have any children, but he's the closest thing I have to a son.
Okay, well, whatever he was to them, but still, that lady's name was Alex, right? The
wife.
So that guy who killed himself, right? Well, was killed by Billy. Isn't that guy the one that might have created whatever this Alex thing is?
Yeah, we talked about that last week.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So why would he name it? I guess after his wife. Okay. All right. I answered my own question.
Yeah. Okay.
Why would Link want to kill it? Why would Link want to
destroy it?
Get rid of it, destroy it. Yeah.
So I think once we know what it does, again, it does cause the nosebleeds because as we talk about, that's why
I think that's what I think it's time travel. That's what I think it is, because remember right before the with the plane and stuff, right?
Yes.
When
Xavier,
when Xavier was on the plane,
yeah.
Remember all that turbulence, and then his nose started to bleed.
Yes.
And it was turbulent, and every time travel movie that I've ever seen, that always happens. Like your nose starts to bleed, then they start showing you in shadow or showing things in shadow, because kind of like the Flash. Remember the Flash TV series and stuff? Yeah. And so I was like, that has to be time travel. It's got to be. And then him seeing Link, and Link seeing him, and that shadowy kind of thing, I think it's time travel. I think that Alex is a machine, and it's time travel.
Some Outlander shit.
Yeah.
I believe that
exactly. Yeah.
I just see Outlander, so I believe what's happening is they are both, for some reason, they're both seeing a vision of what's going to happen. Like it's not necessarily like they're time travel, but he's gonna make it back. So Xavier is gonna make it back to paradise probably this season, hopefully not next season. And they are walking through the bunker, so they're seeing the future. Is what I'm saying. I don't think it's per se like quantum leap or something, but I think they're seeing the future, and they're gonna when they see each other in that moment, they're gonna be like, oh shit, like we've been here before, and it's like prophecy, like something's gonna happen, it's gonna go bad or something, and he's gonna be like, oh, we're leading to something. I think that's what they're trying to. And wait a minute, so in This Is Us, he did the same thing. It was always it was a flash forward. It was a flash forward.
That's different. Flash forwards, that just means like, hey, I'm showing you what's to come. No, they didn't. No one probably had no visions of like, oh, let me see the future, like a prophecy. No one had that. I guarantee you they didn't have that. No, this is the
same. My point is, it's the same principle in writing. He's saying, instead of us just seeing what's going to happen, they're seeing what's going to happen.
No, but I don't like that. I don't like that. I'm good with flash forwards, but don't give me no science fiction shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like post-apocalyptic stuff is science fiction. Post-apocalyptic stuff can actually happen. The stuff that happened, that's why I'm on board with the show. This shit can actually happen. Now you throwing in like, oh, I have the visions of something that's happening, like on some Miss Cleo shit. Like, no, man. Like, why? Why put this in there? The way
Xavier was looking at the ID of Link, he was like, really, and he was looking, and even Annie was like, what's wrong? Like, why are you looking at it like that? Telling you.
But then like, she grabbed the kid. But then the thing is, and this is why I'm thinking like, oh my God, they're gonna go here. When she grabbed the baby, and then all of a sudden they went to Link, I was like, are these motherfuckers really going to make it seem like this baby is Link? And then it's like, but then somehow Link going. I'm like, oh hell no! I was like, this episode's good. Why y'all do this? Why y'all do it? Why this episode is so good with Annie, and then now you're gonna throw in some time travel stuff? Like, no. No. Now, before y'all start saying like, oh, they did that in Lost, they were all dead. Okay, they were dead and they were in purgatory. All right. So unless you guys ended to say, hey, the bunker was actually really purgatory, no. I'm not going with this. I don't like that. Don't turn this into no time travel or something. You and my son are in the same
mindset, because he is like, I'm done.
I'm doing flash forward. Flash forward. If you do a flash forward thing where only us as viewers see it, fine. But then all of a sudden people have superpowers and they can see the future, and then they have nosebleeds like 11. Like, no, don't do that. Don't do that, please. This show is too. Y'all better than this. The show is well, and then
again, some people are saying it's just radiation poisoning, maybe. Because Link's nose was bleeding too, right?
Yeah. But how are they seeing each other, Kim? They never met each other.
I know.
Your point.
Past that, and then why is it? We talked about this last week. We talked about the nosebleeds. We said, all right, and then someone brought up that that Xavier's son was having nosebleeds, like last season, and I didn't pick it up.
I didn't pay attention to it. Yeah.
And I don't know how much Dan is tying all that together. Like, only certain people are being impacted. And Billy had nosebleeds.
Is that the real dad of him? Is he the real daddy?
Of who?
Of Xavier's son? Is he? I don't know. I'm just
no. But like again, I don't. I think to keep it, it's already sci-fi with the whole like. I feel like it's they see in the future. It's some kind of it's like, and it's going to happen. And they don't know how it's going to happen. But once they meet, it's going to be like, oh shit, like we've been here before. So it's going to be something like and it's going to be something like that. So I don't think they're really
deja vu.
Yeah, but yeah, it's not going to be the DeLorean or anything. Like I don't think they're going that
far.
No,
I mean, but I'm all right. I'm all right with like deja vu. I'm all right with shows like Dark, you know, on Netflix, because they already kind of established itself as one thing. But then I don't know. I was kind of enjoying the show in the sense of like it actually being something that could actually possibly be in the future, ironically enough. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like you can argue like, well, would they use Colorado, and would that be realistic? Is using Colorado as a bunk? You know what I mean? Obviously, like all kinds of stuff. You know, so because like you could say like, oh, like Fallout, right? But then where Fallout all of a sudden turns from post-apocalyptic to science fiction is when all of a sudden, you know, you start seeing the mutants and the monsters and stuff. And that's when you're like, okay, it's, you know, but you already know that's what you're getting into a Fallout. Paradise was already presented as something completely different. You know what I mean? It was like, so that's why I'm a little bit kind of taken back when all of a sudden he's having visions of this man he's never met. And I'm like, oh my God, no.
I was praying again. It was some kind of memory, because much like the librarian, right? Like he was there at one point, and they're remembering, you know, what happened in the past, and that's why they kind of, because like he knows where the bunker's at, like with very ease, and he knows that Alex is there, and that doesn't make sense because Billy killed the Henry before it got even acquired by Sinatra and put into the bunker. So we still need to know how he knows exactly where it's at. Like that doesn't, like he knows.
They're gonna say that he's been there and then he's reborn, and then now like because he has not.
He's Calvin.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
So he could be Calvin. He can't be his own daddy, but well, it's a girl anyway. It's a little girl, not a little boy. So yeah, it's some wild shit. He could be Calvin. And I'm
I
like,
know you know that doesn't matter anymore. Like little girls have boys' names now.
Not no Calvin. Maybe like Lindsay and stuff like that. But like
what I'm saying, but anyway, he makes a like he has sex with Annie, so it has to be a boy with a penis. So I'm saying, so if Annie gave birth to a girl, I'm saying, so like it has to be a girl. So that so like Calvin could be Link, but that's anyway. We don't know. All right, we got about 4 episodes. We will see where it turns out. The kids that saved him after the plane crash. I would rather him that be a story. Like again, we have no idea how they got there, and I don't care. Like let the pick one of those kids and let that be the kid he carries. I would have took that far better. I mean, I love Andy, but anyway. How does killing 3 or 4 say that? You got to look at the big picture. Each one of these people were standing in the way. So the vice president in this season was standing. The president was taking away power from the machine that she says is going to bring everyone back to the surface. She is not going to let anyone stand in the way of people going back to the surface. She sent Billy to kill those scientists up there because the Earth wasn't ready to be repopulated and they didn't have room for anybody else. So she was like, you don't need to know what's going up there. Shut the hell up, and I have to kill you for that. You know what I'm saying? And then Billy would just be a mouthy. You know what I'm saying? So she's like, okay, that's not saving the world. But I'm saying, in her mind, she's like, the big scheme of thing is I got a plan, but who knows the plan? So I'm putting Carmen, I want a backstory on Carmen because clearly she knows the plan. So, oh shit.
Carmen the maid,
daughter
right?
is Carmen.
What?
Huh?
Carmen.
She became Latina? Like what?
Yeah, fuck it. So maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm trying to find it's Jane. All right. Well, I hear you. Jane.
Maybe she took the beauty and then now she's Latina.
That's it, Chris. Let's make some lemonade. Yeah. Let's make some lemonade. You know what I'm saying? I like this. Well, I don't know. Let's see. What if Terry is not and was never in Atlanta and she is underground like the president's son is now?
I'll be so mad.
No. He said she was my partner and now she's gone. Like he acknowledged he
knew his name. He knew his name straight.
Yeah, so it must have been like, this is my husband, and if he happens to come looking for me for some reason, this is what he looks like now somehow. And you know, like whatever. So we got to go with Guy knows. So again, this is going to turn into a very quick rescue story. And hopefully she's blind to tie that story back together, because I'm like, what are we doing with that?
Yeah, she's going to need to be blind when all of a sudden he walks around with a white baby.
White baby.
Yeah,
I
hope she's blind. She's like, what's that cooing? I heard some cooing. It's like, nothing. That's something I do now.
You know what? A baby is far easier. A baby is far easier to explain than a pregnant white woman. That would have been a whole different conversation. Like, hey, wife. After 3 years, who is this? I met her on the way. Like we were just walking. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And I just happened to meet her.
I met her. She was already pregnant.
She was already pregnant.
But by who? I don't know. God, like on some Mary shit, you know?
I mean, Link or something.
Wow.
Y'all linked up? I don't know. I mean, Gabriella is gonna be a whole different conversation. I need her to be pregnant. I need that to be a real thing. I need season 3 her to be like, hey, Xavier, I'm having morning sickness. Gabrielle needs to have morning sickness so we can really have some real drama show up when Terry shows up and now all of a sudden she got a stepson and she ain't trying to, like, what the fuck? Like 3 years, girl, 3 years. I didn't know. I thought you were dead. I had to move on. I don't know. Yeah. So okay, so we good. So okay, so one more time. What do we think is in the bunker? And what is it going to do? Is it a time travel machine? Is it a climate control machine? Is it Skynet? Like what? Kim, what do you think?
I don't know. I mean, I know mine is not popular, but there's a lot of people on YouTube who are saying it's time travel. I really believe that's what it is. Just based on what I said, like in every time travel that I've seen in, last couple of years, it's always that shadowy kind of, passing by each other and your nose is bleeding or you get a massive headache and, it's always that thing. I'm hoping that it's not that, but I feel like that's what it is. But
so the goal is to get the machine. So let's go down this road. So are they saying the goal is to get the machine running and they will time travel to a forward
and everybody will go back from right. So from when it started, right? Whatever year, say 2023. Like we're in 2026 now. So if it started in 2023, let's go back to 2022, right?
Okay.
But it's like that's time traveling, right? You can go back before the tragedy happened. And then just live life.
And then they create a brand new line, and then it's going to be so different. And that's going to be season 3. Season 3, Xavier has Terry alive, but now Terry is hooked up with Billy, and they have kids.
Yeah, exactly.
And he's the uncle, and Xavier's like uncle, like it's the uncle to their kids. I'm like, hey, Uncle Xavier. I'm like, no.
Because you can't mess with time. If you do anything different in time, that it's gonna mess up the future. So you're not supposed to mess with time. So and that's why I think Link wants to kill Alex, wants to dead it.
And so I hope. Also, what if that guy is working for Sinatra? So what if the guy that Xavier ran into, I guess Xavier ran into, is working for Sinatra? I'm assuming that's what Candy's discussing.
It's very convenient that he meets him right where, I don't know. I mean, unless you're basically saying that Terry's voice basically saying where she's at really wasn't really her. Because we did say that. We did at one point. We were saying like it sounded AI. We weren't sure. We're like, yo, did Sinatra set that up? Because Sinatra, like right before she had a gun to her head, she's like, your wife's alive.
Yeah, all of a sudden.
Oh, so actually can't. Damn, you know what, Candy? You might be kind of onto something. I think maybe. I don't know. That might be, So that could be a setup, and maybe that guy we saw that says she's like a sister to me, and I think nah, it's more of a setup, than anything. So I don't know. There's so many twists and turns in this.
I know. I guess if her specialty was somehow quantum physics, and therefore, maybe she's part of Alex. Like maybe they had her down there working on Alex. Like that would to tie this stuff together, right? To kind of, you know what I'm saying, to be like, okay, maybe she was also part of the project, but she was doing her own secret stuff. That maybe that's why she had to go, because she was working on this technology, something. So she's like, but I can't tell my husband, just like he can't tell me what he knows, and You know, maybe. So this is not just a side quest to get his wife back. And again, he's gonna walk almost a month plus, you know what I'm saying, probably to get his butt back to paradise. On one horse for 2 adults and a baby. Like that's walking. Like that is just basically footing.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a lot. I did love the part where the horse wanted to be close to Annie.
Oh,
I thought that because animals are like that. If you pass away and you're their person, like they choose you as their person, they do grieve you, right? Just like any other, any other animal that has a heart, they grieve you. But I thought it was beautiful that he walked over to Xavier and he smelled the baby.
Yeah.
And when you smell the baby, you smell Annie, right? I thought that was just beautiful. I love that scene.
It was a sweet moment. It was a very sweet moment. Yeah. I guess the horse was like, I can't go with you. Even though again the horse ran away for like 2+ years and then somehow just came home. And he was like, hey, I'm back.
Actually, horses can do that because horses remember where they live. It's just like a dog. A lot of dogs actually can be driven miles and miles away. And at some point, you're supposed to drive them like really far so that they can no longer smell the scent. But if they catch your scent, they will follow that scent right back to where they live. They're very smart that way.
I was just saying
cats are like that too.
I was saying the horse would have been eaten by then. I just feel like it's interesting that I could like. I mean, like we don't have McDonald's no more, so I would have been like horse meat, like you know what I'm saying. And I'm just surprised that the horse is still alive.
Well, that's true. That is true. You got to survive on something, right?
Yeah, I just thought. Also, we need to talk about this. All right, so Xavier should have been killed, and this should have been the end of the series because you cross a line that says right, like no trespassing. You step into my house, post-apocalypse, right? Son should have killed him. One. Yeah. Then dad comes in and you're assaulting my son, stranger, dead.
Yeah.
Ain't no conversations. Like that should have been a shotgun blast.
Especially the father. The son, I can understand the son one because I'm wondering like maybe the son never took a life before. He seemed kind of young and then he was like kind of nervous. So I get that one. So that one makes sense. But to your point, you got your kid, dude, like on the ground while this dude is like struggling with the gun. Yeah, I'm sorry, bullets would have been flying. You know what I mean? Like, I don't. Yeah, they're like, oh, wait, it's not what it looks like. Oh,
sorry, buddy.
Like,
I was like, sorry, buddy. It just, I was like, that was
completely
unbelievable, unfucking. I'm like, this is. I was like, no.
Yeah, that was not. I'm like, you know what?
Typical movie magic, right? I mean, it's typical.
But that crew, let's be real, that crew is probably a good thing that Xavier didn't leave the baby with that crew because if that's how that dude acts, like, and just kind of say, okay, all right, yeah, maybe you're telling the truth about a pregnant woman. Yeah, they ain't gonna last very long. So yeah, I don't know. That crew ain't gonna last very long. That crew, they were way too chill. They were way too chill.
Kirk. Who? Oh man, I was gonna say Kirk. It's Kirk Franklin. No, it's not. What's his name? Kirkland.
Kirk Franklin.
The guy who writes The Walking Dead. It's Kirk something.
Oh, Robert Kirkland. Robert
Kirkland.
Yeah.
That's the difference between Robert and Dan. Like Dan wrote This Is Us. So he has a more of a sunnier, more vibe of like what people will be like, and that's why this happened. But that would have been a different story. Like if this would have been any other type of post-apocalypse, even Fallout, that would have went a whole different way. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, he would have lost a body part minimum. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, okay, I know we're trying to have a sunny side of life type of thing, but I was like, no, buddy, not in this world. And they're all strapped. All of them were strapped when you first saw them. Yeah. So we're gonna do DTF when it's over. Yeah. Because it's a story. So I want it to be over, and then we'll discuss it. But yeah, I haven't watched it yet. And also, it's just on Sundays. What's up, Chris?
I think I might have to cut out right now. So yeah.
Any final words before you go?
Okay. Great. For the most part, I'll say about 85% of it. No, I'll go a little higher. 90% of it, really great episode. Just that 10%.
Time travel.
Had me like, I don't know, my eye sockets hurt because I was rolling my eyes so hard of the 10% of the visions and then the possibility of like the idea. That's why when Kim said it out loud, that's when I got even more pissed off because in my head, I was thinking, are they doing like a time reversal thing, and then he's really not really here, and then and I was like, no, that might be him. But then here's Kim saying it out loud. I'm like, fuck. I'm like, no. So, but outside of that, no, decent episode. I really, oh God, looks like they already kind of opened up the door a little bit, so it's going to happen. I want them to kind of minimize that. They're not, though. If this is the route they're going to go, then it's obviously it can't just be a side story. It's going to be the whole freaking thing, apparently. You know what I mean? I'm kind of more at this point now, because of all this craziness. I want to focus on Xavier finding his wife, and him kind of, like you said, going John Wick on the people who took his wife and whatnot. So that, I think that will probably be another emotional episode or episodes. You know what I mean? Hopefully they don't turn that to a tear jerker to the point where it's a negative tear jerker, if you catch my meaning. Like he sees his wife and then it's like kind of already too late or something. I hope, that would suck. That would kind of suck. But yeah, this, it's, I didn't know what direction they were going to kind of go with after the first season, as we were talking about last year. So, and it seems like they're kind of getting a decent grasp. I just hope they kind of try to stay away from some of that real science fiction stuff. I mean, yes, I know we're in post-apocalyptic stuff, but don't try to ground it. Try to kind of keep it more grounded, if we can. Please, fellas. Please, guys. So till then, y'all, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and I will see y'all later. See you.
Thanks, Chris. See you next week.
Bye.
All right, Kim, and then it was two of us. We got I am ready for the next episode. The lady
Me
was
too,
smoking
Candy.
the ooey. Yes, she was. I thought Xavier was gonna go puff give. I thought that was the point of that, and then that didn't happen. So I was like, that's fine. But I thought she was gonna offer.
Was that weed, or was that just her doing a cigarette? I mean, because people do roll their own cigarettes.
I feel weed. Also, I think Hollywood. I think they imply that it's weed unless otherwise specified. I think.
Okay.
To me.
Okay.
But either way, I thought she was gonna be like, "Do you want something?" He was like, "Nah, I'm good. I do not partake." And then also Fallout is the shit. I didn't play the game. At this point, I fast forward through scenes that don't involve the ghoul. I just care about the ghoul. The young lady is getting on my damn nerves, and that dude also getting on my nerves. So I just focus on the ghoul. So I skip through most of but I'm waiting for him to find his family. I'm waiting for us to find his family. Like I guess, when is that going to happen? Anyway, and how did he become what he is? Some other question. But anyway, great discussion, y'all. See you next week. Thank you very much. We do appreciate you guys hanging out with us. But anyway, Kim, any closing words or anything else on your mind?
Nope. Like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for joining the conversation. We love each and every one of you, and we'll see you next weekend.
So you good with the time travel? So if they take it to the quantum leap level, like you're gonna be okay with that?
I'm still gonna watch it, because look, these writers, I right now in the time that we're living in for television, there's a lot of television. Have you really paid? It's a lot of television.
Yeah.
So I want to see stuff like this. It's interesting. It keeps me engaged. It's entertaining. And it's Sterling K. Brown.
Like, you can't go wrong. You cannot go wrong.
At all. At all. Even if the movie around him is bad, his acting is great.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
you're right. You're right.
Yeah. And I trust him. I trust him, and I trust Dan, even though I couldn't complete his This Is Us, not because it wasn't good, just because the headspace I was in was not, it was too emotional, right?
Yeah, you'd be like this every week.
You cry constantly. Like I couldn't even stop. I was like, I can't watch this. But that it just means to me that he really wrote some touching scenes, right? Some real scenes. And so I think he's doing his thing, and I'm gonna support him. Can't wait to see what he has coming up for the next season, right? It's gonna be awesome, which that'll be the last season, which makes total sense, because this doesn't need to be extended anymore, I don't think. So we'll see what happens. So
well, yeah, I don't know what that is, Motown.
11/22/63 should be. Isn't that an old movie that Stephen King, a Stephen King book, the one about JFK. James Franco went
James
back in
Franco.
time.
I couldn't think. Yeah, James Franco's and he does time travel. Like it was like
that was a very good movie. Yeah, series. It was.
I think it's on Netflix now. Also, I think you said you wanted to review with us. If that were you serious about that? And if so, send us an email. What about when he went up to this building with the sign? Are you talking about this show? Or are you talking about Fallout? Because it's new on Netflix. Okay.
It's not really new. It's Netflix acquired it. They bought it. But
right? Because I was like, if it's the same thing, that was a couple of years ago. Yeah, that was a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
It was a Prime. Yeah, there you go. It was a couple years ago. All right. So, oh yes, I forgot to email you. Well, that's why we remind you. If you, yeah, please, write us, and again, we can set up a meeting if you want to say hi. And you know, see us face to face, if you will. Anyway, guys, thank you guys very, very much. I don't think that they're gonna take it to the true, you know, going 30 years to see what. I don't think that. I don't think they're gonna go that far. I think Dan is still grounded enough that would be going too far. But I'd be interested to see how they bring this. Oh, so Paradise. So we did discuss the end. If you're talking about that, when he went up to. Oh, well, explain it. Anyway, I don't know what sign you're talking about. If you're talking about that at the end, we did discuss the fact that he went to Atlanta, found the guy at the post office, and engaged with him. And again, where's his wife, and what does that really mean? Again, I thought his reaction was a bit much considering what he tried to explain to Annie. But again, I'm sure he's gonna save his wife next episode because they're moving pretty quickly with this stuff. Thank you guys very much. We'll see you next week. So at least Gangs of London. So either I'll do it by myself, I'm gonna do it with Chris, but I'm gonna finish Gangs of London season 3. We got the Cross and Paradise, and I think something comes out on the 13th. I feel like something's coming out this week. Well,
DTF came out, and then are you doing young Sherlock Holmes? The Guy Ritchie show? Okay. All right.
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right. When he said I don't yeah, what so no, we acknowledge that he made it to Paradise. I'm sorry. You're talking about when Link was going the sides, he was like bring me to your leader.
Oh, yeah. Then he made it there. Yeah.
So and he was I'm very sorry. No, we said he got there. You're right. We didn't get into that. I thought it was an honest scene. He has an army behind him, and I want to know. I need the background story of how he got so many people on his side. You know, to be like, I know where we're going. Like, he's a far better leader, you know, than Cal apparently. Like he got a coalition of the willing. What does he know? Why are they following him? And is he promising them paradise? Like, we're all gonna live here, or he's like, we all need to destroy this technology so it doesn't kill all of us up here. Like, what does he know about Paradise and about Alex? And I would like to know that. Does he know who Sinatra is, or he generally like whoever your leader is? Like, does he know who Sinatra is? I'd be interested to know. What do you think? Do you think he knows Sinatra? Do you think he knows Sinatra to that and all that?
I think he does know Sinatra. Yeah, I think he does. Because remember, I think that even though, like you said, it's not his mother and father, but he knows it was the person that he was in the house, right, when Billy killed them.
Yeah.
And so he knows what that guy built, right? Because I can't remember the guy's name that got killed.
Yes.
So
Henry.
He knows. So he's been. I believe he was one of the people that was originally in Colorado. I believe he was one of them, and he left, and now he's coming back.
Okay,
that's what I think. Yeah.
Okay. Because I'm sure we're gonna get that story, and we need to get that story. Like, how did you know where it is? Because now all of a sudden it's the worst kept secret that everybody knows where damn Paradise is, and I'm like,
exactly. I think it's word of mouth. Like there's no way you can't. Even though the government keeps stuff secret, most of the time it leaks out. Somebody talks. Somebody puts it on the internet, and even before we had an internet, people still would talk. And one person talking to another person, it's like telephone, right?
Well, we said that about the librarian storyline last year, that it didn't. I think we agree it didn't make sense that he knew where this thing was, and couldn't somehow get enough people to get enough energy to be like, we need to go to this place. So they're trying to save themselves without saving us. I just thought the librarian would have been, and maybe he ties back to that. Maybe it's like, I remembered that guy or something. And so that comes back. And that's how he got the word, you know what I'm saying? Xavier's message, did that trigger him? Like, was he like, oh, let me write this shit down? Like, I intercepted the message. Like, maybe that is a part of the conversation.
Yeah, it could be.
Like, maybe. Be. I don't know. But I think there's a tank. I think he has a tank with him. Because when he says like, I'm only gonna ask nicely, like for now, you know, but I think he brought some like serious weapons, and so he's willing to shoot his way into paradise.
Oh yeah, of course because he wants to get in there. So I mean, he's telling them, look, I'm gonna be nice about it for now, but if you don't let me in, I'm fully prepared to like knock this door down.
Yeah, right? And his son is trying to get out, so it'd be interesting to see if they hook up or whatever.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I thought all that. But anyway, all right. So that is it. We'll see you guys next week. Truly, thank you guys very much. Please leave a permanent comment and that sort of thing. And we will see you when we see you. All right.
Bye, guys.
I will say thank you guys very much for hanging out with us. I see people watching people in the chat.
I enjoyed the view very much. I don't know what the fuck I was watching.
Rewatch this when we're done. Rewatch this. You'll see what we're talking about. You'll be like, oh shit.
Hilarious. Absolutely hilarious.
Oh shit. Stacey, do your thing.
Fuck that shit.
But anyway, please like and share and comment on the video and all that kinds of stuff. As they say, we're just going to end this broadcast and say bye.